Hey beautiful, it's Goddess LaMeel. Welcome to the series of removing manifestation blocks from the body. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back, watch part one, and I'm just explaining that sometimes we have things that are stuck in our spiritual body that is slowing down, hindering, impeding our physical manifestations. Okay, and before you ask, yes, I'm going to be ginger this whole series because I fucking love this. So we're going to start with the knees, and the reason we're going to start with the knees is because this is how I even discovered this process, this book. I will link the book below. You can get a copy of it. It's cheaper on Amazon. It's in my Amazon store, and it's called The Secret Language of Your Body by Anna Siegel. Okay. The knees are about moving forward. I'm going to read some of that to you. And as you're manifesting, shit shows up that you need to deal with in order to go to the next level. You got to go through that. You've got to deal with it so that it's not an issue as you move forward. You're shown what you need to deal with. If this is where you want to be, but you still got like shit all up in here, then that stuff will manifest and show its head so you can address it and move forward. And some of that stuff showed up for me, and my knees were hurting because I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want it in my life. I don't want it. And so my knees were hurting. They were swelling, and I was doing the things that I know to do, right? The turmeric teas. I was getting under the infrared lights. I was stretching. I started doing more regularly my lymphatic drainage massage, all of that stuff. And it would help, but it wasn't. I even got on the grounding mat. I was going outside and grounding. And yes, those things definitely help, but this was a spiritual block. And so the physical things were not moving it instantaneously. And then it got to where I could barely stand up. Like both knees were so swollen and so inflamed, and there was nothing wrong with me, really. And I had to figure out what was going on, and I had some spiritual things that were going on with me. I needed to remove those. And literally through this process I'm about to take you through, by the end of it, I was walking because literally I was scooting. I couldn't get on my knees. So I was like scooting through the house and having the kids bring me stuff and whatever. But by the time I finished this process, I could walk. It was a little tender and a little bit uncomfortable. And then I did the process again the very next morning, and I was up moving around. I haven't had any problems with my knees in that respect since then. But new things have popped up, and I'm like, oh, I know what that feels like now. And so yes, I have gone back to it. Okay, and I'll go a little bit more in depth how it relates to what I was personally going through. It'll either be on YouTube or it's going to be in Goddess University. Those are the two places where I really kind of go a lot deeper. But let's talk about your knees. Okay, so possible contributing factors to if you have pain in your knees. Now, again, this is for people who already have knee pain. If you already have knee pain, there is definitely a spiritual reason. It does not negate that there may be a physical reason. This is not medical advice, yada, yada, yada. This is a spiritual reason as to why you may be having these knee pains, okay? So it says possible contributing factors. You're dealing with control, blame, judgment, anger, resentment, frustration, inflexibility, feeling stuck, difficulty dealing with a person, issue, or situation from the past, confusion, frozen desires, unfulfilled dreams, unresolved family issues, difficulty making decisions and keeping commitments, fear of moving forward, and a great need to know what's going to happen next. And if you need to know what's next all the time, it does impede your manifestation. So now it gets a little more specific with the right knee. Okay, if it's the right knee, Issues with a specific male in your life, father, brother, uncle, son. It could even be somebody at work, a coworker, male boss, whatever. Difficulty moving forward in your career, limited thinking, fear of failure. And it's saying that you should ask yourself, like, where am I inflexible in my life? Because it's the right knee is showing that you're not willing to be flexible as well. Now, if it's in the left knee, issues with a mother, sister, or significant female in your life, same, it could be at work, at school, whatever, holding on to sadness, hurt, and lost from the past, feeling like a victim, constant criticism, or holding yourself back. If you're holding yourself back or you're feeling like a victim, it impedes your ability to manifest. Okay? And again, I'll go into what my issues actually were over in Goddess University, but here's the remedy. So you need to stand up. And while you're standing, you're going to ask yourself these two questions. Am I willing to let go of controlling, blaming, and judging myself and others? Question number 2 is, can I give myself permission to move forward with trust, love, and certainty? Now, if the answer is yes, you're going to visualize releasing all the fear, the blame, the inflexibility. You can imagine cutting yourself free from heavy ropes of control, or taking rocks of fear out of like various parts of your body. I was pulling them out of my knees and throwing them into the abyss or the ocean. Now, once you've done that, right? So you've asked yourself the questions, you've said yes. Now you're going to say, Divine Healing Intelligence, I ask you to release all blame, fear, judgment, anger, hurt, loss, sadness, and inflexibility from my knees, as well as all points of views, all patterns, and the positive and negative charges that contribute to this condition. Then you say clear, and you repeat the word clear, clear, clear until you start to feel the shift. Ask yourself, what possibilities are now available to me? And literally visualize yourself in the new possibilities, in the new manifestation. And then you're going to say, Divine Healing Intelligence, please install deeper awareness, flexibility, certainty, and a sense of freedom. Allow me to take responsibility for my actions and to open myself up to incredible new opportunities and ways of experiencing life. Thank you. Now you're going to sit down and you're going to start rubbing your knees. And you're going to feel the heat and the tingling sensation from your hands. And you're going to visualize a gray ray of light kind of encasing them. Place your hands on your knees and sense this green ray kind of moving through your knees, releasing all the stuckness, etc., etc. And then you're going to say, Divine Healing Intelligence, please heal and regenerate my knees to their maximum strength, flexibility, and well-being. And then you're going to get up and you're going to take a step. And now you have to know that it's been removed. You have to believe in that. You have to believe in your power to do that, to heal yourself, to release yourself, to move forward. And that is releasing all of the negative energy that could be holding you back if you were having knee pain. I'll see you guys in part 3.